Hello, this is Brother Carl, and I would like to bring forth a prophetic message touching on events from the past as well as the foreshadowings that point to the future. I know I do this very often, but I am a watchman for Jesus Christ, and I must warn the world and tell the world the truth. And I'm going to also do my duties as a watchman and be somewhat of a whistleblower, so to speak, not mentioning names, but I will just say the powers that be in years past caused biochemical warfare in the cause of a worldwide shutdown. Everyone remembers COVID 19. And as I've preached in the past, COVID 19 foreshadows events coming in the tribulation hour, such as the temperature taking in the hand or forehead, signifying what's coming with the mark of the beast in the right hand or forehead, and the Moderna vaccine, which I constantly mention, but it is of utter importance to warn you and tell you God is waking us up with these warnings. And the Moderna vaccine had in it a 3-digit encrypted code. Guess what? The mark of the beast is 666. I believe God is waking this world up and at least trying to, but as Revelation says in Revelation chapters 2 and 3, he who has an ear to hear, let him hear what the Spirit is saying unto the churches. Now, I would like to say that, again, COVID 19, this was a manufactured disease that they blamed on food in China, but it was manufactured in the laboratory as a means of biochemical warfare. But this was not the beginning of such technology. I've read in history books back in World War II that cadavers that were contained the Ebola virus were flung over walls to different towns to infect people to kill them off. This is Bible prophecy coming to pass. We see in the future in Revelation 6 verse 8, the pale horse rider whose name is Death. I've read under Bible prophecy teachers that this horse rider will bring in diseases. We have seen several coming to pass, such as malaria in June of 2023 and the bubonic plague in the year 2024. As I've said, and I must say again, in the years 1300 to 1350, 1/3 of the European population was killed by the Black Death, the bubonic plague was called. I believe it's time that you and I take heed to these prophetic warnings. Jesus said in Matthew 24, speaking of the wars and rumors of wars in verse 6, and in verse 7, he said, nation would rise against nation. This is pointing to the tribulation hour. But we are seeing this event coming now, these events. He said, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Some translations of the Bible say the beginning of birth pangs. What does that mean? Well, any pregnant woman knows that when the pains increase and become more frequent, they know that the child is soon to be born. We know Jesus Christ is on his way. We know that in this age we're living in, Jesus Christ is standing outside the door of many of our modern day churches, according to Revelation 3 verse 20, knocking, desiring access to come in. This is the last prophecy. There are no more prophecies to come to pass before the rapture of the church. The next event to occur is prophesied in Revelation 4 verse 1 with the come up hither call. We are soon to go home, and then the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are seen in Revelation 6. We see the Antichrist on the white horse. We see the war horse, the red horse. We see the black horse of famine. We are already seeing on American soil that farmlands are having trouble growing produce to feed the country. We're seeing foreshadowings, one after another after another. It's time to wake up, people. Lift up your heads, as Jesus said, because your redemption is drawing near.